The mud building that shouldn't still exist. In the heart of Mali stands the largest mud brick building on the planet. The largest mud brick building on Earth shouldn't still exist. Every rainy season should slowly wash it away. Yet, after nearly 800 years, it still stands. This is the Great Mosque of Djenné. Not a ruin, not an excavation site. A living, functioning building, still used for prayer today. Standing in a city that was once one of the wealthiest trading hubs in West Africa, at the crossroads of the trans-Saharan gold and salt trade routes, connecting the Sahara to the Mediterranean world, which raises an obvious question. Mud isn't exactly known for lasting 8 centuries. Rain dissolves it. Heat cracks it. So how is a building made almost entirely of earth still standing after nearly 800 years? Start with the material itself, because this is where most assumptions about mud architecture fall apart. The walls aren't simple packed dirt. They're built from a mixture called banko, sun-dried earth bricks, bound with rice husks. Combined with a plaster made from fermented mud, sometimes reinforced with natural materials to improve water resistance. This isn't primitive construction. It's engineered material science, refined over generations. But here's the part almost nobody talks about. The mosque you see today isn't the original structure. And that's not a flaw in the story. It's the secret to how it survived. The original mosque, built sometime in the 13th century, eventually fell into disrepair. The current version was rebuilt in 1907, using the same traditional building techniques passed down through Djenné's master mason guilds. And every single year since, the entire city comes together for a festival called crépissage. Together, they replaster the mosque by hand, repairing every crack before the rainy season can turn small damage into something much worse. This is the detail that actually explains the mystery. The building doesn't survive because mud lasts forever. It survives because an entire community has chosen, year after year, to make sure it survives. The wooden beams sticking out from the walls. They're not decoration. They're permanent scaffolding, built into the design, so people can climb the walls during each year's repairs. Men scale the building. Women prepare the fresh plaster. Children join the celebration. The mosque isn't engineered once. It's re-engineered together every single year. If this is one of the greatest engineering achievements on Earth, why do so few people know about it? Part of the answer lies in how the history of West Africa was often written. Cities like Djenné and nearby Timbuktu were too often treated as the edges of history instead of what they truly were: centers of trade, scholarship, innovation. For centuries, caravans crossed the Sahara carrying gold, salt, books, ideas, connecting West Africa to the wider world. The gap between what this building represents and how little most people know about it isn't explained by a single dramatic secret. It's something quieter, a remarkable tradition, maintained continuously for centuries, that simply fell outside the story many people were taught to look for. That's the real reframe. This isn't a mystery about how mud can survive 800 years. It's the story of a community that never stopped choosing to make it survive, one rainy season at a time. The Great Mosque of Djenné isn't ancient because it was abandoned. It's ancient because it has been continuously renewed. An engineering tradition, still alive, still being taught, still practiced, by hand. And every year, when the scaffolding fills with people repairing the walls together, that tradition begins again, exactly as it has, for more than a century. If you enjoyed this story, You'll love discovering another forgotten African civilization, the Kingdom of Meroe, where more than 200 pyramids still rise from the Sudanese desert. Click the video on your screen, and I'll see you there.